Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, children. So in the previous class we have completed 6th chapter, right? So let's continue with the 7th chapter, water resources and irrigation, right? So 7th chapter is water resources and irrigation. So just look at in the yellow box, look at the two pictures given here. What differences you see? You have to find out the differences between these two pictures, okay? So here it is greenery and all the agriculture farming we can see. Here is the barren land, the empty trees, and we have found, right? So let's continue with that. Like air and water is necessary for all forms of life, right? Like air, water, we need for the living things, for all form of life like human being, animal, birds, plants, all over we require water and air, right? So we need water for drinking, cooking, bathing and number of other things, right? We require water for many things like drinking, bathing, cooking, many things. So you have already learned that 70% of Earth's surface is covered with water, right? Mostly our Earth's surface is covered with water of 70%. But did you know that the most of it salt water? So it is covered with 70% of water, but it has the salt water. Mostly it consists of the salt water. What we need for drinking, for use of our homes and for growing crops, right? We need fresh water, not the salty water. Fresh water is only the 3% of our water resources. 2/3 of fresh water resources of the world are frozen in Arctic and Antarctica ice cap, right? So we require fresh water for drinking, for household capacity, for many things, right? But we have only 3% of fresh water resources and mostly it is covered in the Arctic and Antarctic ice caps. So the remaining fresh water is found in the form of rivers, ponds, lakes, tanks and as a subsoil or underground water, right? So mostly the fresh water we will find in rivers, ponds, lakes, tanks and subsoil and underground water, okay? Underground water can be taken out by digging the wells, tube wells. Mostly in our houses you will see the borings, right? The bore wells. It consists of the underground water. And the well we found right in the villages, you will find the water that is the fresh water. And it also comes down from the sky as a rain and fills the rivers, ponds and lake, right? So the monsoon in India are not very dependable. So the monsoon, जो monsoon है इंडिया का dependable नहीं है. It changes varieties and varieties, right? So they might come either too early or too late. ये जल्दी भी आ सकता है, late भी आ सकता है, okay? One region might get too much rain and which result in floods. If an area or a state get too much rainfall, it leads to the floods, the damages of the area, right? So another region might receive very little rainfall which suffer drought. If you get too much rain, you will get flood. If you get less rain, you will get drought, right? Drought means पूरा सूखा हो जाना, पूरा plenty. Okay? So the agriculture is very important in India and water is needed for crop. So mostly in India you will find agriculture is the main resources, right? So and it's required. If you're doing agriculture, it requires water, right? As the monsoon are not dependable, we need other methods of irrigation. What do you mean by irrigation? Can you tell me? Irrigation is the process of watering the crop using pipes, canals and so on. Okay? It is the process of watering. ये irrigation का मतलब है पानी को उस जरिए से पाइप्स या कैनल से एग्रीकल्चर में पहुंचा